What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy Fast Johnny. Tonight, I'm going to do my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. You guys do hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, give me 40 likes on this video. Let's get started. Now, Smackdown was a good show. I got to give WWE credit for what it's due, so that's all I got to say. In-ring segment, Edge. Edge cut a great promo on the beginning of Smackdown. Edge says he has a lot of decisions to make. Edge hates to give him credit, but Roman Reigns made the smart play. Drew McIntyre can lose his title in an instant in the chamber. Reigns will defend his title against a man who just survived the chamber. Before Edge finished, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and Jey Uso interrupt. Reigns says Edge doesn't have a choice. He can pick a main eventer, or he can pick the main event. The main eventer. Edge says he's playing Reigns like a fiddle. Edge says he knows whatever match he is in this main event. Reigns knows he needs that. Reigns needs Edge to acknowledge him. Edge asks Reigns if he really wants him to focus all his energy on him. Sami Zayn music hits. Sami Zayn walks down to the ring with his documentary crew. Sami Zayn says Edge and Reigns should be worried about him. Reigns never even looks at Zayn. Zayn says his camera crew to get footage of him pointing at the WrestleMania sign because he is going to WrestleMania. Uso super kicks Sami Zayn out of his boots. Reigns hand Heyman the championship and puts his hands behind his back. Roman Reigns leans and says something to Edge that we can't hear. Roman Reigns walks away as Edge stares dagger at him. This was a great segment by Edge. I love it. So we get Big E is out for commentator for the next match. It says after the break, Big E is sitting on a couch eating a TV dinner with his feet in a motorized foot bath. So we get Appllo Crews versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This match was decent, but it didn't take too long. Alright, Crews runs into a knee strike by Nakamura. Nakamura drops knee on Crews' head. Nakamura gets a near fall. Crews catches Nakamura with a dropkick. Nakamura rolls out of the ring. Baseball slide by Crews. Crews tosses Nakamura into Big E. Big E gets in Crews' face. After the break, Nakamura lands a sliding German suplex. Crews kicked out. Crews tries a press slam. Nakamura escapes and locks Crews in a flying armbar. Crews tries to escape, but Nakamura turns it into a pin for the 3 count. The winner of the match, Shinsuke Nakamura. Alright, Crews attacks Nakamura after the match. Crews launches Nakamura into the barricade. Crews picks up the ring steps. Big E stands in front of Crews. Big E tells Crews to take a walk, and that is over. Crews puts the steps down and starts to leave. Big E goes to check on Nakamura. Crews hits Big E and Nakamura in the back with the ring steps. Crews tosses Nakamura over the barricade. Crews throws the ring steps into the ring. Crews tries to hit Big E with the ring steps again, but this time the referee stands in the way. Big E rolls out of the ring. The referee tells Crews to put the steps down. Crews says okay and tosses them over a top rope on the top of Big E. The referee and the medical personnel rush to ringside to check on Big E as Crews looks on with a devilish grin. Now Big E was speaking some straight facts. But the good part about this is that I love the exchange words between Appllo Crews and Big E. Big E was speaking nothing but straight facts. I love it. This was good. The outcome was good. Alright, let's move on. So we get, as Big E is being stretched away from ringside, Seth Rollins walks out on the stage. Rollins says what happened to Big E is just now was a travesty. What also a tragedy is how his so-called friends turned their backs on him last week. Rollins shows footage of the Smackdown roster leaving during his speech last week, and he subsequently attacked on Cesaro. Rollins says the condition he is being asked to work in are not tenable. Rollins and his lawyer are taking legal actions. His moment last week was planned for months and they ruined it all. The biggest loser of them all is Cesaro. Cesaro took the moment and made it about him. Rollins says Cesaro asked for it. That was going to happen to anyone who gets in his way. Rollins tells everyone to embrace the vision. Now Seth Rollins cut a good promo. Excellent. So we get Tamina and Natalia versus the Riot Squad. I didn't really care about this match. Tamina tossed Riot all over the ring. Morgan tags in and avoids a clothesline with her patented Matrix move. Tamina picks Morgan up out her Matrix bridge and hits a slam. Natalia tags in and gets double teamed by Riot and Morgan. Billy Kay skips down to the ring and distracts Riot. Tamina pins Riot. The winner of the match, Tamina and Natalia. Once again, another one. Billy Kay strikes again. That's all I gotta say. Ding dong, hello segment. Bayley guests are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler enter through the door in the middle of the ring. Jack and Baszler crap all over Sasha and Bianca Belair. Reginald interrupts and says Sasha Banks is too good for Jack or Baszler. If Banks and Belair challenge Jack and Shayna Baszler, they will win the titles. Banks power walks to the ring. As Banks is getting in the ring, Bayley yells at her to use the door. Banks tells Reginald not to speak for her. Banks says Bianca Belair has to pick her because the women's division revolves around her. Like, why would Bianca Belair want to choose Asuka? Doesn't make sense. The only part that makes sense is Bianca Belair faced Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania in the main event. That makes sense by itself. But let me continue. It says Bianca Belair interrupts. Reginald challenged Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler and Bayley into a tag match against Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, and him and Reginald. Banks and Belair want nothing to do with Reginald, but Jax yells for a referee. This feud between Sasha Banks and Carmella is over. That's all I gotta say. So we get Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Bayley versus Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, and Reginald. Why was Reginald in this match to begin with? It doesn't make sense. It says Belair slams Shayna Baszler. Sasha Banks tag in. Belair glam slam Baszler into a knee strike from Banks. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks celebrate. Reginald front flips into the ring to join in. Banks and Belair tells him to hit the bricks. Baszler takes down Banks and starts to work over her ankle. Bayley, who is wearing the in socks, lands a few strikes. Jax tags in and slams Banks. Bayley yanks Belair off the apron so Banks can't tag her in. Banks tags in Reginald, who goes nose to nose with Jax. Jax slams Reginald. Jax tries to crush Reginald in the corner, but Reginald ducks under the attack. Jack runs over Reginald. Jack misses a leg drop. Banks and Belair pull Baszler off the apron and wear her out. Reginald tries a slap, but Nia Jax catches him in midair. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair dropkick Nia Jax. Reginald lands on top of Jack and gets a shocking 3 count. The winners of the match, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, and Reginald. All right, let's move on. Alright, yeah, let's move on. So we get Mysterio and Dominic versus Alpha Academy. This match was quick. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are at ringside drinking out of a red Solo cups. Otis flattens Mysterio with an axe handle. Otis pounds on Mysterio and doesn't head the referee's count. The referee disqualifies Alpha Academy. Trying to get my words right. But anyway, the winner of the match, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Otis crushes Mysterio with a splash off the top. Backstage, Bryan and Cesaro it says backstage Daniel Bryan and Cesaro about Otis turning on them tonight. Cesaro and Bryan note that many partners Owens has turned on. Owens says they have nothing to worry about. tonight. He isn't going to try to stun them at the pay-per-view. He definitely will. Owens walks away. Cesaro says at least Owens is honest. So we get backstage. Carmella confronts Reginald about where he just was. Reginald tries to lie, but Carmella tells him not to bother. She knows Reginald will do the right thing when the time comes. Carmella takes a sip of the wine Reginald just brought her. Carmella spits it out and throws it in Reginald's face. So we get the main event of the evening. Jey Uso, King Corbin, and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, and Cesaro. This main event was fantastic. It was just fantastic. It says Sami Zayn gets in Uso's face as he gets in the ring. Edge walks down to the ring for a commentary. Bryan and Cesaro double team Uso. Bryan gets worked over by Corbin. Cesaro tags in and knocks Corbin and Uso off the apron. Cesaro lands multiple European uppercuts to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn rolls out of the ring and argues with Jey Uso and Baron King Corbin. Alright, and Uso tosses Sami Zayn back into the ring. Cesaro swings Sami Zayn. Cesaro slingshots Sami Zayn in the corner. Sami Zayn tags in Corbin, who also gets trapped in the corner. Gets trapped in the Cesaro swing. After the break, Cesaro is still swinging King Corbin. King Corbin gets to the corner. Jey Uso tags in and launches Cesaro over the announcer desk. Paul Heyman has joined the commentator desk. Jey Uso take turns working over Cesaro. Cesaro managed to tag in Bryan, who clears the ring. Bryan takes Sami Zayn off the top rope with a butterfly suplex. Bryan transitions into the yes lock. Sami Zayn taps out. The winners of the match, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro. After the match, everyone hits their finish. Edge hits the ring and spears Jey Uso. Roman Reigns spears out of nowhere and spears Edge. And Smackdown goes off the air. Overall, Smackdown was a good show. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Smackdown review on highlights, please give me 40 likes on this video. Subscribe to my channel. Tap that notification bell. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I will see you guys this Sunday for my Elimination Chamber review and highlights. Big Boy Facts Johnny. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe and stay strong. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I'm out of here.